Hey, I'm Lauren.
And I'm Rachel.
And today we're going to show you how to totally squash your Labor Day salad. Today we're going to use some locally sourced produce that we found at the Veggie Bin, located right here in Charleston. The Veggie Bin is a local joint that's been here for ages. And so we're about to show you what you can do with just a few ingredients that will make your salad out of this world. So here is a green zucchini, yellow squash. We really like these vegetables because you can do a million different things with them. This salad is almost completely raw, and the zucchini we're going to spiralize and just toss it right in the salad. You don't need to worry about heating up your grill or anything. These are some pink-eyed peas. They're also local. They're very tasty. And also some corn, peppers, red onion, and of course some basil, because herbs are always the way to go. At least I think so. And Rachel has this amazing dressing. So why don't you tell us a little bit about how we're going to make that today?
Yeah, so we're just going to make a real simple vinaigrette, and I'm going to show you how to make a no-fail salad dressing at home with just a couple of ratios: oil, acid, salt and pepper, and some seasonings.
Perfect. We already cooked the corn, we have the peas ready, and quick tip before we finish up. So these are the leftover corn cobs. So what you can do is save them for later. Maybe you'll make a corn stock instead of a chicken stock for the winter. It has a sweeter flavor and it is vegetarian. So just put these in a Ziploc bag, freeze it, and you'll have it for whenever you need it. That being said, we're ready to spiralize some zucchini and squash.
Yeah. So what I have here is a spiralizer. There's many varieties of spiralizers on the market today. So I just kind of have a basic model here, and I'm going to show you how to spiralize zucchini and squash. So you can spiralize lots of different vegetables. I like to look for really big carrots at farmers market. They make a really cool spiralized carrot salad. I like to spiralize zucchini and serve it with spaghetti sauce, or actually it's really good with sloppy joes.
Ooh, really?
Yeah. And if you put your whatever kind of protein that you're making on top of the uncooked noodles and just stir it in while your sauce is hot, it'll essentially cook the noodles.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
Yeah.
Pro tip.
Time saving tip.
So as a nutritionist here in Charleston, what are a few good things to know about zucchini and squash, and why should we eat a whole lot of it?
Right, so they have very high water content, and so you can eat a lot of it for very, very few calories. So the recommendation for adults is about 2.5 cups of non-starchy vegetables every day.
Okay.
So as you can see, just this small yellow squash and half of that large zucchini, we've created several cups here.
Several, for sure.
But they, like I said, they have a very high water content, so you can eat a lot of them.
I like the sound of that.
With very little impact. They have lots of fiber and, of course, vitamins and minerals. The simple basic things that you need to remember are a 3-to-1 ratio. So you're going to use 3 tablespoons of oil. I like to, again, use a neutral flavored oil. You can also use extra virgin olive oil or canola oil. I like to use avocado oil or extra virgin olive oil personally. So 3 tablespoons of oil, and then 1 tablespoon of some kind of acid.
If you just had, let's say, an oil on your salad with some salt and pepper, it might taste a little heavy, but the acid, whatever vinegar or citrus you choose, will really pair well with whatever's in the salad.
So if you remember that 3-to-1 ratio, 3 tablespoons of oil to 1 tablespoon of acid, you'll have the perfectly balanced vinaigrette every time.
Perfectly balanced?
Perfectly balanced.
Yes. All right.
So we're going to use the other half of our lemon, which is about 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, which is our acid, and then we're going to make a double recipe. So we have a large amount of veggies that we want to coat. So we're going to double this vinaigrette. So that's just another example too of how easy this is to make in the quantity that you want. So I've measured out 3 tablespoons of oil. So now I'm going to measure 1 tablespoon of acid, which is the vinegar.
Apple cider vinegar?
Apple cider vinegar. You could use red wine vinegar or white wine vinegar.
Love that. There's some great vinegars and olive oils in Charleston, so when you can go local, make sure to do that.
So I measured out 3 more tablespoons of oil, and so for our other 1 tablespoon of acid, I'm just gonna go ahead and use the other half of our lemon.
So no waste.
No waste. So you always wanna add a little bit of salt and pepper to your vinaigrette. And this is just to taste, or if you have any sort of dietary restrictions where you need to limit salt, definitely monitor that.
And herbs are a great way to replace salt if you want to, just for great flavor. Salt is not a spice, but a flavor enhancer,
Right. So you can do a couple of things from here. You can add a bit of sweetener if you would like. For example, I like to make a strawberry salad where I do olive oil, balsamic, and then add a little bit of maple syrup. But we're
Sure.
keeping it simple tonight and just gonna go sweetener free on this one.
Okay.
You could also do dried herbs at this point, but since we have fresh basil, I'm gonna go herb free just in my vinaigrette because we have our flavor in our fresh herbs in the salad.
And I don't know about you, but I think basil has a bit of a sweet taste to it.
Yes.
So that works out well. All right.
You can also add, if you want to, a touch of Dijon mustard to help emulsify.
And emulsify. So for the viewers, they might not all know what that means.
Yeah, so that helps keep your salad sort of combined because we know that oil and water don't mix, and vinegar is a high percentage of water, or most acids are. So if you're looking to maybe make a double batch and store, you might want to add a bit of mustard just to kind of keep it together.
And then just shake it up when you need to.
Mhm.
That sounds pretty good.
So I'm just going to whisk this really quickly.
Okay.
You could do this with a fork. You could put this in a little mason jar with a lid and just shake it.
Sure.
But we just want to toss it together just a little bit.
And eating clean doesn't need to be a whole ordeal. It's really just if you can keep up with our videos and just learn how to use a few basic ingredients and treat them right, then you should have a whole repertoire of healthy recipes that you can follow.
So kind of again, like with the coleslaw, you might think when you add this to a large salad that it isn't quite enough dressing. But once you get everything tossed together, it really is quite nice. And nobody likes to have an overly soggy salad.
So when stirring salads, I see that you also like to lift it up.
Yes.
Kind of fold it almost.
Yes. That helps get all of your dressing throughout, all of your leafy greens, and get all of your herbs throughout.
Herbs, they just smell like so good, and they smell like summer. And certain herbs you can really grow all year round outside, like rosemary. And so if you can keep a little stash of those at your house, you'll always have a reason to cook. Yum.
You could really go a million different ways with this salad too. This does actually look really good.
It's like spaghetti.
Yeah.
Lady in the Tramp, remember?
I'm gonna like put all this in my mouth. Here I go. I'm going.
That's like a Guy Fieri lunch.
Okay, I'll try that.
I didn't see any spilling this.
Maybe I should twirl it. Oh God. It's like a wig. Get a little curls in
So
there.
I will admit that
Oh, that's
after I
wow.
spiralize the veggies, I often will take a knife and
And
kind of
slice
just
it.
give them
Maybe.
a cut through. That's really good.
Well, it looks like our guest just rolled up and it's time to go serve our salad, but thank you so much for watching and please come back. We have plenty more to share. There's one thing left to say. Now we're cooking. Bye.
Signing off.
Lady in the Tramp. Perfect reference.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
Wow.